Good morning, students. Me, Kanahalakshmi, I am an assistant professor in CSC department. Today we are going to discuss about elaborately discuss about the inline function and then friend function, and then last one is a friend class. Okay. First we are going to discuss about what's inline function. Inline function is a function that is expanded in line when it is invoked. How to overcome a overhead of a function call and return is eliminated by we are going to using a inline function. Through which inline function particular function it executes runs faster. Okay, so if you want to declare a inline function means you have to proceed by a keyword as a inline. So next, what are the necessity we are going to using about the inline function. So one of the main objective of using an inline function in a program is to save some memory spaces. Next advantage, normally when a function is invoked from the main function to the particular function definition. So normally when a function is called from a main function to the function definition, it takes lot of extra time to execute a particular task, just such as jumping to the function, saving registers, then pushing arguments onto the stack, and then again returning to the calling function. When a function is small means so large amount of execution time to be spent. So for this problem, how to resolve this problem, we have to use a macro definition. So in that macro definition is normally look like a small function, but in that macro definition, so error checking does not possible during the compilation process. So this is not suitable for the small type of functions. Okay, so next to move on to the C++ has a different solution to solve this problem. So we have to use with the help of inline function, we have to eliminate the cost of calls for the only small functions only. Okay, so what is the general form for the inline function means? So you have to proceed by the keyword as a inline, then function getter. So within the curly brace we have defined a function body. So here some example about the inline function. Okay, so here there are two member function, that is one is a mul function, another one is a div function. So how to define a inline function means you have to proceed by the keyword as a inline. Likewise, mul is also a inline function. Div is also a inline function. Here return type is a float. Here return type is a tuple. Okay. So what the parameters? What are the arguments you have to included in the function? So that is return type is presented here. Okay. So here x and y is a formal parameters. That type is data type is a float. So return type is also a float. Okay. So likewise, so here the div function is there. Div function, they have two formal parameters. One is a p, another one is a q. That return data type is also a tuple. So return type is a tuple. Okay. So here just you have to multiply. Okay, we are getting the input from the main function. So allocate to this x and y. Then calculate x into y. Then return the statement. Next one. So again get the input from the main function. So allocate value to the p and then q. So here div function is return the div calculation. Okay. From the main function, so are given so there are two member variable, that is a, another one is a b. So both the data member variables are floating data type variable. Okay, so here a is 12.345, another one is a b, it's a 9.82. Okay, so likewise you are defining the two member variable, that is a and b. Okay, so from the main function it had process the execution. Okay, so we have the two member variable, that's a and b. So how to invoke a inline function means it's a normal member function. How to call a normal member function, how to call means likewise the inline function is also called by the normal member function. Okay, so from the main function we have to invoke a inline member function, that is a mul and div. So you have to pass in the value. Okay, there are passing two member variables, that is a and b. So a is 12.345, another one b is 9.82. So from this condition, okay, normal member function means if it is not a inline member function means normally from the main function is passes to the particular member function and then execute the particular task. But if it is an inline function means when you have defined a inline function means the control never passes to the particular member function. Normally, the function code replaces the function definition. Likewise, inline function is working. Okay, see implicitly the function code replaced by the corresponding function definition. Okay, so mul a comma b means so by passing the a 12.345 so passes to the x and then b 9.82 so passes to the y value. Here performing a x star y. Okay, so both the floating variable values so multiplied here. Okay, so mul function, the mul function. Next so div function, we have to calling a div function, that is the same values passes to this p is allocated to 12.345, so q is so 9.82. okay, so again the calling the second member function of a inline function, that is the div. Okay, so here so dividing operations is performed. Okay, just retaining 12.345 divided by so 9.82. Likewise, we have to producing the result. Okay, so what are the properties of inline function means the inline function just sends a request, okay, but not a command to the compiler. Okay, so second point, the compiler may serve or ignore the request. Maybe one, maybe so possible the compiler may serve the request or maybe ignore the request. Okay. So if a function is too many lines of code means if it is complicated when you are using a inline function. If it is an inline function is only applicable for the small function only. Here we will look the mul functions, the inline function, they have a function body is only one line. Okay, so it's a small function. If it is a small function means you have to prefer to use inline function. If it is a too many lines of code means it's inline function is not applicable. So we are going for the normal function compilation is possible. Okay, so even though the inline function, in what are the situation inline function does not work means if a function contains switch or looping statement means so the inline function is not working. So even though they have a written statement means inline function is also not working, but to treat it as a normal member function. Okay, so the function contains static variable means it's also not applicable to use inline function. So those functions also got executed by the normal function. Okay, so if a function contains recursive function means this is also not applicable for the inline function. So this is also executed by the normal member function. Okay, so that's all about the inline function. Next move on to the so what's mean by regarding elaborately explain about the friend function. So normally in outside the class the private members cannot be accessed. Okay, so likewise the non-member function also cannot access to the private data of the class. So C++ have a possibility if a non-member function also can access the private members of a class. So how to invoke a for non-member function, so invoke a private how to access the non-member function, how to access the private data members means by using a we have to creating a function as a friend to the particular class. Okay, so how then what's mean by friend function? Friend function is a function which is declared within a class and is defined outside the class. Likewise, okay, so friend function is a function which is declared within a class and is defined outside the class. It does not require, so if a friend function is defined outside the class means we have to use a scope resolution operator for defining, but in the friend function does not require any scope resolution operator for defining this purpose. Okay, so the non-member function, that is a non-member function which that is the friend function, can able to access private members of a class. Okay, for this we have to declare a function as a friend function. So how to declare a function as a friend function means you have to precede it by the keyword as a friend. Okay, so likewise, so you have to explain about one small problem, okay, small program. Okay, say here he given us a class sample, so they given us two private data members, let's say x and y. So then public data members is a sample set, so normal member function. See here two formal parameters are a and b, and then one friend function is a sum. Okay, so how to represent as a friend function means here sum, so you have to proceed by the keyword as a friend. Okay, so we have to passing a one of the thing what to in the, it's very important in that means in the friend function we are passing a parameter as a object. Okay, so class, so object variable is an argument for the friend function. Okay, so here we are using our object variable, so that the class name is a sample. Okay, so sample s. Okay, so we are declaring a friend function within a class, so we have to define outside the class. Likewise, we are defining so friend, so sample, so integer a comma integer b, here assigning x is equal to a, then y equal to b. Okay, this is the normal member function. Okay, so if it is a normal member function means we have to press outside the class. How to define normal member function means the samples is the function name, so you have to use the scope resolution operator. This samples under the category of class name as a sample. Okay, so then integer a comma integer b, so then x is equal to a, then y equal to b. Okay, next, so we are defining a outside the class, we are defining a friend function. So when you are defining, you not to use a keyword as a friend as well as the scope resolution operator. Okay, so likewise we are defining a friend function here. So sum, integer return type sum, then sample s. Here we are declaring one variable, that's a sum. Then so how to calculate means, so with the help of object, okay, with the help of object variable, object with dot operator, we have to access the private data members of a class. Okay, likewise we are defining in that. Okay, from the main function, so from the main function when the execution is executed, so we are given us as class name as a sample, we are creating object as a object, then you are passing a values, that is a 2 comma 3. So from this statement, so it pushes into this statement. Okay, so now a is allocated to 2, then 3 is allocated to b. Then x is equal to 2, y equal to 3. Okay, likewise, so pushing the arguments. Okay, next we are calling a, so how to invoke the friend function means it's a normal function calling. Okay, so likewise we are calling a friend function, that is a sum, then we are passing the arguments, that is a object. Now object variable obj contains the values of x is equal to 2 and y equal to b. Okay, likewise I am passing the argument. Okay, so from this point it pushes the arguments to this. Okay, so now object is value is replaced into the yes, a dummy object variable, that is a yes. So in that, so integer sum, then s dot x plus x dot y. Okay, so now we are adding the two variables, that is 2 plus 3. So now sum is equal to 5. Okay, so from this statement we have to return that value into the this statement, then allocated to the result or ES. Now print the result. Okay, see what sum equal to result. Okay, now value is, now output is sum is equal to 5. Likewise, the output will produce in the friend function. Okay, so what are all the special characteristics about friend function means it is a friend function is a non-member function, so it's not in the scope of the class. Okay, so since in the scope of this class means we cannot call using particular the particular objects of the class. With the particular object of the class we cannot invoke that non-member function. Okay, so likewise we have to invoke a friend function like a normal member function without the help of any object. Okay, so likewise we are invoking a friend function. It can be declared either in the public or private part of the class. Okay, without affecting its meaning. So normally the friend function, so argument as a object, so this is some must one. Okay, in the friend function we are passing the argument as a object. Okay, so this is another example for the friend function. Here we are giving the same class sample. We are given a two private data members, that is integer a then integer b, then set value is a normal member function. Another one is a mean. Mean is a friend function. We are passing the argument as a sample. So these statements we are to outside the class we are defining a, so inside the class we are just declaring a friend function, then outside the class we are to defining a friend function. Okay, so just the value are to, so to performing a, so addition with division operator. Okay, so likewise we are to performing in the mean function. Okay, but this mean function is nothing but it's a friend function. So from the main function the execution starts. Okay, so you are creating a object as a x, then x dot set value. So from this the passing to from the main function is passes to the set value member function. Here a equal to 25, b equal to 40, just assigned. Okay, so next we are invoking a friend function that mean of x. Okay, so now x value, the x object variable holds the value of a equal to 25, b equal to 40. Okay, likewise so from the main function it control passes to this function. Here is that a plus is that b. Now 25 plus 40. Okay, so divided by 2.0, that value written from this statement. Okay, this is passes to the mean value. Now result likewise output will produce in the friend function. So next to move on to the friend class. So likewise is also C++ and another one additional features is a friend class. A class can also be declared to be a friend of some other classes. So when we create a friend class, then all the member function of the friend class also become the friend of the other class. Okay, so for this declaration we have to require one more condition, that is a, so who may be which class to be become a friend means that class we have to first declare or define. Okay, this is one of the conditions prefer in the friend class. Okay, so which class who to become a friend means that class you have to first declare or define. Likewise you have to, so you have to keep it in mind. Okay, so next you move on to the one small example about the friend class. Here class sample you are declaring a friend class as a sample 2. Okay, so now sample 2 is a friend to the sample 1. Okay, so here two private data members, that's a and b. Then we have to given a member function that's a get data, then display. Okay, likewise we are defining one class, that is a sample 1. Next one sample 2. Here we are giving here 3 data members. Okay, so next one get data. Here two member function, that is a get data 2, sum 2 and display 2. Okay, so likewise we are defining a, so here sample 1 we are defining only one two member function. In sample 2 we are defining a, so 3 member function. So in between the sample 1, okay, so you are creating a object for a sample 1. So in that sample 2 we are creating object for the sample 1. Okay, sample 1 class, so we are creating object in the sample 2. Likewise you are defining. Okay, so from the main function the execution will start. Okay, so sample s1. Okay, so we are creating an object, then then s1 dot get data 1. So from this statement, so it will passing to the this function, okay, that's get data 1. So you have to enter in the value a and b in class sample 1. So you have to getting the input for a and b. So those are a and b is also private data members of a sample 1. So for this getting the value from the main function, okay, so you have to giving some values, that is a ku b ku, so you have to giving some values, okay. So likewise you have to invoke, okay. So next one s1 dot display. So next move on to this function, that is a equal to, we are given some values that is allocated to the this variable a, okay. So next b equal to likewise we are getting value, so that is assigned to this b value, okay. Likewise output will produce, okay. So likewise, so here look, enter a and b values in class sample 1 and 2 we are giving. So a is 1 and b equal to 2. Next we are creating object for the sample 2, okay. s2 dot get data. Like this, here we have to invoke, here again invoke the member function, that is a get data 1, okay. So for this, so object 1 is a, so object variable 1 is a, so for the class sample 1. So likewise, so here invoke a, so sample 1 class, okay. So here you invoke again, enter a and b values in sample 1. So already know the data, okay. So likewise you have to, so to print the data, that is enter a and b in class sample 1 2 3 4. Likewise we are giving, okay. So next when so enter the value of C and D, okay. So you are giving a value, okay. Likewise we are giving, so likewise when we are giving 1 2 3 4, likewise we are giving a values, okay. So now s2 dot sum, okay. So for now s2 dot sum is function is invoking. So here we have to calculate the values, okay. There's a then b and c and d. So those values are added and then passes the values to the final result passes to the sum variable, okay. Like this we are given, okay. So next when s2 dot display, okay. So s2 dot display means like this function will be invoked, that is a equal to object 1 dot a. So what's the value hold in the object 1 dot a means that is replaced here, okay. That's a equal to 1, then b equal to 2, then c equal to 3, and then d equal to 4. The last one is the sum. So what's the value hold in the sum variable means that's a 10. We have to calculate 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So likewise the answer will be produced as a 10. 10, okay. So likewise we are giving the produce the result for the friend class, okay. So friend function is possible for the in the C++ features. Likewise friend class is also possible in the C++ features, okay. So thank you. F2